Hey guys, Jason here again. Going to be walking you through the export feature inside of Photoshop today. We went through save and save as in a previous video, and now I'm going to show you the export feature, which allows me a little bit different type of control when I'm saving my files. Obviously, I have a native Photoshop file saved here that I'm working inside of. I'm creating some social media ad templates for a client, and now I'm ready to go through. Let's say I'm ready, but now I am, because I'm sitting here with you, ready to go ahead and export these as done, right? I don't want to click save. We've got 7 ads here. I don't want to click save 7 times, okay? That's inefficient. What I want to do is export all 7 of these, or export the ones that I want to choose and have them all spit out the other side and be final files, flat files, right? That I can deliver to my client as end deliverables, okay? So super simple. I'm gonna go to File, Export, and I'm gonna choose Export As. You can punch in that long keyboard shortcut, but for some reason, I just can never remember that one. So inside the export feature, this is where the magic happens. Guys, you're gonna find this to be super useful when you're saving for web, if you're a web student. You're going to find this to be super efficient if you are wanting to save multiple social media ads or Google ads, things that you've done in quantity, okay? I like to use this feature whenever I've worked with artboards inside of Illustrator. Let me just cancel out of this and you guys can see I have artboards created here that I can drag around inside of Illustrator. You'll find this feature to be pretty useful later on. But let me get back to that export real quick. And we'll go back here, export as, okay. I think it's Shift Option Command W or something like that whenever I was looking at that keyboard shortcut. So I can go through here and save all 7 banner ads listed off to the side. I can save them all at the same time, which saves me a tremendous amount of time, okay? Inside this file, a couple things to note. You have a couple of different formats here. You have PNG, you have JPEG, and you have GIF. I'm going to save these as PNGs. I'm going to put them on the web. We're going to use them inside social. An important thing to remind yourself of when we're talking about saving a PNG is, do we have transparency or not? We can look at this ad and we can see, actually let's click on this one over here. We can see that I have a couple of different ads here where things are overlapping each other. I have a white background in the background here. So really I have no transparency. But if I wanted this ad to have no white in this white background area and I had created it that way, then I could click the transparency feature and it will give me a transparent background that I can lay over top of other items. This is really useful when you're working on the web and you maybe have 2 overlapping items inside of a website that you need them to be transparent as they blend over top of each other. Just remember that if you're saving with transparency, you're increasing your file size. So you do want to be cautious of that. If you're not using transparency, you don't need to click this button. I'm not using it, so I'm going to uncheck this button. Alrighty? So the next thing here is if I go to export, I can click export and I've got a Valencia folder here. I'm going to go through, I don't want all 7 of these files saving to my desktop in random locations, okay? As you can see, I have a pretty clean desktop and I don't want to make a mess of it. So I want to go through and click new folder, and I'm going to do this as, actually, I'm sorry, there's social media ads. And let's just call it social ads for the sake of timing. And I'm going to create this new folder. Now, this is the folder, when I have this folder selected, this is the folder that everything is going to save inside of. By the way, it's going to save all 7 of these at one time because I've select all selected. I should have 7 PNGs, okay? So if I click open, that does all the magic, and I saved my menu over here, and there you can see it. I have all 7 of these individually saved as PNGs. Okay, that would work with JPEGs, GIFs, but let's say I want to go through and save this in a couple of different file sizes, okay? So right now these are 1080 by 1080, and on the web you can save at different resolution or different sizes so that you can go through and accommodate for Retina screens, for high-end monitors, You can also save down for a person who's using a phone. You don't want that much image showing up on the phone because of the resolution. So I'm going to go through and save this in 3 different sizes. So I'm going to go to File, Export again. And I'm going to go to Export As again. And here I'd like to save just banner ad 1. But I want to save it in 3 different formats or 3 different sizes. So up here, I have a 1x size, that is actual size, okay? The next one I'm going to do is I'm going to save this at half size. And then let's save one at double the size. Let's do a 2x. So now I've got a 2x, a 1x, and a half weight or a half size. So I'm going to go through and save these, and it will save these nice little extensions on the end of it for me. And I'm going to put them inside this, but I'm going to create a new folder inside this. And I'm going to call it Scaled. All right, so that saves. And inside of that Scaled folder now, I have an ad that is actual size. You can see it's 62 kilobytes. I have an ad that's half size, which is 32 kilobytes. And then I have one that is increased in size, and that is 131 kilobytes. So you can see I could save essentially, if I have all the images for my web page on one file, I can click one single button, guys, and I can have all of this done for me at a rapid pace. I want to encourage you as you're going through your journey to constantly be thinking about how you can do things more efficiently. Smarter is well, sorry, that's wrong. Work smarter, not harder, right? I was going to say smarter is not harder, but usually smarter is easier. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to take those.